Hey everybody, I'm here with a quick video on a home health aide from Harlem, New York. This home health aide was seen on video cam beating on a 95-year-old elderly woman. So sad, but thank God the family had cameras in the home so they was able to see in real time that unfortunately their loved one was being hurt by someone that was supposed to help them. Let me go ahead and share screen and let's um, let's watch this and get more into this story.
95-year-old woman in Manhattan. Her family telling us that attack was at the hands of the woman's home health aide. And those family members watching it all on cameras, but helpless to do anything.
Eyewitness News reporter Jim Dolan with exclusive video and details.
I don't care. You pissing me off.
The woman on the left is a home health aide sent this past Sunday to take care of Dorothy, a 95-year-old woman who uses a walker and needs an oxygen tank. This is all about to get much worse. She would throw something from the floor at Dorothy and then something from the table. She would swat at her with a pan from the kitchen and throw the pan at her. And then there was this, hitting Dorothy repeatedly until that 95-year-old woman, clutching her walker, collapsed to the floor.
It was a nightmare. It was horrific. It was the worst day, one of the worst days of my life.
Michelle Mitchell, who did not want her face shown, was in New Jersey on Sunday, but she was watching this pummeling of her grandmother on her phone as it happened, because the family had installed cameras in the apartment.
I felt helpless. I felt so it was like the worst thing that I could have imagined.
The whole family was watching, but they were all helpless.
Michelle started crying. She says, I'm on the phone with Tiffany, and Tiffany just told me that the girl beat her up. Michelle was crying and screaming on the train. So, oh my God, grandma's being beat up. She's being beat up.
The health aide eventually left the apartment. She had been sent to the home by a company called the Med Flight at Home Healthcare Agency. We reached out to the company, but they did not respond. Police are now looking for the health aide worker, but have made no arrests. The whole incident has left the family stunned.
It was just unreal to me. It was so unreal that someone could punch somebody like they were beating them down.
So far, at least, it looks like Dorothy's injuries are not serious. She has some bruising, is sore all over. She has trouble raising her arms. And doctors are still worried about possible blood clots. Again, that home health aide worker has not yet been arrested.
That's a shame. She needs to be arrested. Let me just go share another screen and we'll get more into this story. So elderly New York City woman, 95, beaten by the home health aide in a chilling video, could see her begging. I'm not going to show you this because it's the same thing we already saw on the news clip. A 95-year-old Harlem woman was allegedly viciously beaten by her home health aide, begging as she defended herself with a back scratcher. Video the incident shows, and her family is demanding answers. Dorothy Foy was at her home in Upper Manhattan July 21st, when she said the woman her family hired to look after her started cursing at her and throwing household objects in her direction, according to Nest and Reading cam footage viewed by the Post. Foy, who uses a walker and requires oxygen, struggled to defend herself as the aide struck her multiple times, including at least once with a metal pot from the kitchen. Clips of the incident revealed. That's the grandmother, 95. That's her arm. She eventually fell to the floor. Foy, a former home health care worker herself, called her daughter and granddaughters while she was being struck, telling them, "I love you." And then the call cut out, the family said. When the terrified relatives reached her again, they heard screaming. I called the aide and she said everything was fine. Tiffany Mitchell, 43, one of Foy's granddaughters, told the Post. Under no circumstances are you to yell at her, Mitchell recalled telling the woman. She said, of course not. Absolutely. Just like that. Nice and sweet, Mitchell said. Then she redialed her grandmother and was stunned by what she heard. I heard this woman in the background. It's like Jekyll and Hyde screaming profanities at her, Mitchell claimed. The aide would throw water bottles, cans, and other items at the woman, then disappeared, according to security footage their family viewed. You can see her begging Mitchell, Mitchell said of her poor grandmother. It's a shame. Mitchell's sister, Michelle, said Floyd was forced to defend herself with a back scratcher. The family said the aide was triggered by an argument over changing bed sheets and that they found alcohol bottles strewn across the apartment. The worker also wrecked the home and left forces running, flooding it, the family contended. Nearly 1 week after the brutal beating, Floyd still has aches and pains all over her body. It was terrible, she told the Post. I'm still sore. I got bruises all over me. My arms, my legs, my back hurts, my head hurts. Floyd says she tried to fight back, but is weak and couldn't take the big woman by herself. Tiffany Mitchell said the aide's beating reduced her grandmother to a helpless baby. Floyd's family has since hired a new aide from a different agency, but they are demanding action against MedFlight at Home, a home health care service based out of Brooklyn, which sent the alleged attacker. They said they experienced a strain of inexperienced, careless aides from the company, including one who allegedly left in the middle of the night without telling anyone, and are now considering legal action. My grandmother is traumatized, Michelle Mitchell said. When the home attendant came in yesterday, she started screaming. She is in shock still. Terrence Weeks, 34, is a neighbor of Floyd and says she used to babysit him when he was young. She is a really nice person who always is helping people, he told the Post. Everyone is shocked. The entire neighborhood knows. MedFlight has launched an internal investigation, as have the police, CBS reported. Floyd worked in private home care for years, her family told the Post, and now that she needs someone to take care of her, this is what happened, said Michelle Mitchell. The NYPD investigation remains ongoing. A spokesperson told the Post Sunday MedFlight did not return the Post request for a comment. This is super sad. I don't know why arrest warrant is not out for that woman. The scary thing is when you have a family member that is in this time period of their life where they could kind of still be at home in their own home where they probably will be most comfortable, but they need someone to take care of them and to be there maybe perhaps 24/7. And then you have to hire these perfect strangers to come in the home of your loved one and take care of them. This family was extremely smart. I think if they did not have those cameras in there, they would have never really known the true story of what happened to their grandmother. And they probably would have never been able to try to get some type of justice. This is horrific. This is sad. And maybe it would probably be better for them because the grandmother can seem like she can get around with her walker. She does need her oxygen, but she also needs people to take care of her. Maybe the best thing for her now, I know it's extremely expensive, but maybe they can find one that is not so expensive. It would be for her to go into assisted living, because I think if they need 24-hour care and there's people coming and going, you never know what you're going to get. This is so incredibly sad. And if no one lives near the grandmother that could get to her really quickly, seeing it on the camera, you can see it. I don't know if they could have just called the cops. I don't know. This is very sad. Listen, guys, chat with me in the comments, and when I get an opportunity, I will chat back. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe. Hit the notification bell so that every time I upload a video, you will be notified. If you are a subscriber, welcome back. Everybody, thanks for watching. Don't forget, hit the like button, guys, and I'll see you on the next video.